All right, welcome everybody to the DJ Connect podcast. This is where we help DJs create the goals and the mindset needed to grow the business and DJ career of your dreams. We all have everything that we need inside of us to truly become anything we've ever dreamed of. So my hopes is just helping any DJ who's struggling to pull that out of themselves to get that fire up. And today we have got the one and only Shani, aka Town Shani, in the building. Club Quarantine. What's up?
What's up? I'm so glad to be with you. Thank you so much for inviting me to the podcast.
Of course. So I'd just love to know, what's going on with you right now? How's life? How's business? How's everything?
Okay, well, life is okay. I mean, I don't want to say it's great. It's, we're still kind of, with COVID and everything going on, it's still kind of slow. Everything picked back up, but we're kind of slow again. But I'm working, so I'm definitely not complaining. Being a mobile and a club DJ, I definitely have work in both realms. So I'm definitely blessed that I can do both. So definitely no complaints for 2022.
Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like this is the year of the DJ. It's been like,
hopefully, let's go 2022. Let's go. Might be a slow start. It might.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I'm not mad. If it's a slow but steady, I'm not mad.
As long as we're working, as long as everything's good, we're here.
Right. Exactly.
So I guess you said you're a mobile and club DJ. What is your favorite type of DJing?
Ooh, I hate using the word open format, because it's like, do we really need to put titles on what, what we do? I know a lot of the younger generation puts titles on stuff because they're saying like, oh, I'm an EDM DJ, I'm a hip hop DJ, I'm a house DJ. So I guess like us older generation, I guess I could say, do we have to say we're open format? But so I guess I can say I am open format, as in the point that I play everything, anything, everything. So I am one of those DJs that can do every type of style, anything that goes, whether in the mobile world, for the corporate clients, for all those type of clients, they want something for the older crowd, they want something for the newer crowd. I could touch on everything. And in the club style, I'm there for every type of club that I go into, knowing my crowd settings. So if I walk in and it's a certain younger crowd, older crowd, urban setting, anything, I can do it. So I'm blessed that I actually can be that type of DJ, that I can go into all those types of settings, and I know all my music, that I can do it.
Yeah, that's awesome that you said that, because there's I don't want to hate either, but there's so many guys who just they stick to their one genre.
Yes.
And it's okay. Like, you want to be a master of something, but it's so important, especially when you're doing like other kinds of events, or any, like, you can go into any club, and a lot of clubs have got like their set format. Like, you don't want to go in there and play your one style, or you're going to bomb and people are not going to be happy.
Right. And that's fine. Like if it's a hip hop type of club and that's all that you're doing, that's great. If it's a festival type of event and you're known for a techno type, that's what you do, and that's always what you do, that's great. But if you want to work more, and you want to work more broad events, then you need to know your music, and you need to know the different types of music. And that's what it's there for. But we're definitely not hating on those type of DJs that are those techno DJs, or those hip hop DJs, or those EDM DJs, and those type of DJs that do those type of events. But definitely, if you want to make more money, you need to know your music, for sure.
Yeah. And that's on like, that took me a while to learn too. Like, I always thought like, this is a style, this is the one, but it was like, eventually you're going to learn that as a DJ, like the probably the golden rule that you'll never be told is that you never get to play what you like. Like, don't get that out of your head right now. That so SoundCloud remix is not doing it. Not doing it.
That's so true. That's so true. And that's true. I mean, you're paid to be there for the guests and for the people at the club. And it's so funny because I see those social media posts that say, I hate this artist and I'll never play Cardi B and all this, all that. Well, guess what? Then get out of the industry.
Yeah.
Get out of the industry, because if you look at the charts, when those songs just come out, they're on the Billboard and the top charts for how many weeks? So if you want to play those hot parties and those hot events, and you're saying that type of thing on those posts, then you'll never play those type. You're never going to play. You're going to keep playing what, the YMCA type parties. I mean, I don't know when the last time I actually played YMCA, but I mean, aren't I telling the truth? And I don't know what type of event you're playing, that if you're going to sit there and say, oh, I'll never play, Little Baby, or I'll never play, those type of artists. I'll never play Drake. I'll never play Bad Bunny. I'll never play this. I'll never play, okay, well, I don't know what type of events you're playing, that you're never going to play that type of music.
It's just, I'll never play, period.
Yeah. And right. Or even, not even going to say like artists, but if you even use those words, I'll never play because I don't like that music. Well, then get out of the industry, because don't even say I'll never play because you don't like that music. Then why are you doing this? You should be doing this because you want to make the people on the dance floor happy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what do they like? What did they hire you for?
They hired you, right.
Yes. I see that a lot, where like I've actually seen plenty guys tell, like, at weddings or mobile events, that I will not play this kind of music. And it's like, that's your client. You cannot say that to a client ever.
Right.
Like, you have to play what they want. Unfortunately, it's just how it is.
Yeah, right. And I get it. And I know we're not going to get into this because that's a whole nother podcast, but the whole thing with like the R. Kelly and the Michael Jackson and things like that, that's like a whole nother talk. But I get that whole thing, but the whole thing, because you don't like the artist, you don't like their music, or you don't like the song, then get out of it, because music is, as we all know, music is ever changing. And it's always going to be ever changing. And yes, this group of rap artists that we have in the 2022, 2021, yes, is not going to be Biggie, is not going to be Tupac, is not going to be, NWA, is not going to be Wu-Tang, is not going to be those artists that were then. But this is what it is now. And I bet you when, the artists when the group of people, when they say they want to hear that, the minute you play that song, that dance floor is going to be packed.
Yeah. It's just going to pop off like that.
It's going to pop off. And just because you don't like it, and you don't like the mumble rap, or you don't like it, doesn't mean that the people you're playing for isn't going to like it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got to get used to it. You got to get, just because you don't like the music doesn't mean your guests don't like the music.
Exactly. So how long have you been DJing for?
Oh, now I'm going to be showing my age.
Oh, okay.
Let me put the soft light on the ring light. Hold on. Just let me change the setting on the ring light.
That's okay.
I've been DJing for almost 25 years.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Yeah. And like, how did you come into it?
So I've been in the entertainment business for a really, really long time. I was a dancer before I was a DJ.
That's cool.
I was a dancer on tour for a bunch of artists. And when I was a dancer, after we were on tour and things like that, we would go back to the hotel. I was the type of person, because I was so into music, I would always hang out with the tour DJs because they had like the cool music.
Oh,
they had like the underground music.
Yeah,
so
of course.
Instead of hanging out with like the rappers and the artists, I always like went and hung out in the after parties with the DJs and their after parties, like in their hotel rooms, instead of like the artists that I was on tour with, because they had like the cool music going on and had like they had like the party with the turntables going on in their room. So I was like, I'm going like where the good music is.
That looks like a real party.
Right. I was like, I could care. I see these famous people like all the time, like while I'm on stage. I don't need to hang out with them. So I'm like, I want to hang where the real party is. So I used to just hang with the tour DJs. So I became really good friends with a couple of the tour DJs, and I would just sit there and like watch them. Like I literally would like sit in the corner and have my drink and just like sit there and just like watch them DJ and just be like, that's so cool. Like
that's incredible.
What they're doing, like that wick, what is that? Wick. And I would just like sit there. Yeah. They're gonna, whatever that is, they're doing, and I would just sit there and watch them, and they would see me like, watching. And one of them just like was like, you're a dancer, how to count. Yeah. Like, you have rhythm. You would probably be like a really good DJ because you like the rhythm in there. And I was like, yeah, whatever. He's like, whenever you want to learn, just, let me know. And whenever we have time in these cities, we're always doing like sessions, just, come hang out with us. And I was like, really? Okay. So I would just come into the room and just sit there and watch and hang out and just watch, just sit there and watch. And as we know, just like visually, that's always like the best way to just watch and learn.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, visuals are always the best. And I would sit there and I would just watch and learn and watch. And that's kind of how I got into I didn't start DJing at first. I was like one of those people that was like the bedroom DJ for a very, very, very long time. Cause I'm kind of like a perfectionist.
That's most of us.
So yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm going to like really practice, really, really, really practice all this. So while I was still dancing and doing like choreographing and all that kind of stuff, I was like the bedroom DJ and doing all that stuff. And nobody really knew that I was doing that except for those guys. So nobody knew I was like practicing and all that. And I would like go to the record stores and get the vinyls. And I was like really like into it. And I was like, yeah, you guys have that one song that goes like this. And they're like, oh my God, what song? And I'm like, I'm a dancer. You know, that one song that's like this. They're like, yeah, can you give us like the title? And I'm like, no, that one song that's like this. And they're like, oh my God.
And now you get to experience that.
Right. Now I get to experience like what, but yeah, but that's how I got into it. Cause I knew I wasn't going to be a dancer forever. I knew like, my knees would finally give out on me and everything. So really that's how I got into DJing, is like, I kind of switched from the dancer choreographer role and got into the DJ role with all that. So
that's awesome.
So that's how I got into it and everything. And I never looked back since that. And I love it. So because I just had that love of music. Everything. So
I feel that's like the number one key. You just got to love music and like you're in.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's funny you were saying like how you just like sat there and kind of watched them. Mm-hmm. That's like exactly the same story as me, because back in the day, like there was no YouTube, there was none of that stuff.
No, we didn't have any of that. We had nothing like at all.
I had my notepad, my little notepad.
You kids have it so easy now.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, you guys got it all. Like, what's stopping you now? There's nothing that should be stopping you guys.
Nothing. We didn't have any of that.
No.
We didn't have computers. We didn't have anything.
Yeah, that was the same way. Like locked in the bedroom, like trying to figure it out. I didn't know how to count. I didn't have any idea about any of that.
I knew how to count. I knew how to count. So I had that going for me. I knew how to count. So I had that. But yeah, I mean, we had nothing. I just had to sit there and watch them and try to be like, okay, that didn't sound like they sounded. Yeah. That doesn't look like the way they, that didn't look like the way they did it.
Yeah.
Exactly, we didn't have videos to sit there and look at and YouTube or any of that. None of that.
Yeah, you had you had your ear. You didn't even have the waveforms. Like, what is a waveform?
What is a waveform? We didn't have any.
We had ears and like two hands, and that's it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it was hard back in the day. It really was.
Yeah, that's awesome. I guess like what I like to say is like, at least we went through that frustration, because like putting yourself through that, you're always gonna stick with it no matter what. Like there wasn't a day that I was just gonna quit and like give up. But now I guess there's so many things that people's like attention could just be grabbed and taken away. And if
short attention spans now. I mean, that's what everybody has now, is short attention spans now with everything going on. And I mean, that's why you can't blame anybody now, because it's just short attention spans with everything.
Yeah, literally everything. Like 4 seconds, if you're not into it, like I'm out of here.
That's it.
All right. So like, is there any DJs that you looked up to or like kind of influenced your sound?
Oh, well, being from Chicago and everything, I am definitely a house head.
Okay.
So when it says house head, I know a lot of people have different definitions of what house music is. Because I know a lot of people will say like, oh, I play house. And then when I ask them, okay, well, name some like house music or anything they listen to it, and then they start naming stuff, I'm like, that's techno, or that's EDM. So I am the true definition of like real house. And when I say house, I mean like Chicago house, New York house, like house from like England, like straight jackin' house music. So my true passion, which I still get to play here in Chicago, definitely is house music. So, and I'm blessed that I even get to play house music here in Chicago with some of the original Hot Mix 5 players
awesome.
here in Chicago, like Farley and Scott Smokin' Sills and those guys here in Chicago. So some of the other Chicago house heads like Ron Carroll and those guys. So I definitely get to still play house music with all those guys, and I feel so weird when I actually played their songs with them on stage.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
And I'm like, I'm playing Farley's song while Farley's like DJing next to me, and I'm like, this is kind of weird. I'm like, this is weird. And like, you know, Paul Johnson, God rest his soul, like, you know, playing next to Paul Johnson, you know, it's, you know, just those great house legends. Just having that house, you know, for those that really don't understand house or know house, house music itself is just such a soulful, joyful sound. And those that don't really have heard it or don't really understand it, house music just brings everybody together. And when I did do my Twitch, like all the time during lockdown, I did mostly like house music all the time. And it just made everybody just so happy. I was like a dancing fool. When I was just sweating. I mean, that was like probably one of my things for points is like to make me dance and things like that. And it was like, we used to do a whole thing that like for points, like you had, you know, to make Shani dance, and it was a whole thing, and make me percolate and a whole tight thing. And my whole club quarantine crew was like laughing and everything, but house music,
that was what it was, man.
Yeah. Like house, right. I mean, house music just brings people together, and it still does here in Chicago. And it's just great. And a lot of people just don't have that understanding of house music. And at DJ Expo this past year, I played the main stage, and I did a whole house set just to kind of give people a taste. And I always try to do that whenever I'm at some of the DJ conferences. I always try to, if I'm ever spinning somewhere, I try to do just a tiny bit of house music just to give people some taste that really just don't know house music or just never heard house music. And some people just like are in awe. Like they're just like, I've never heard this. I don't even know house music. This music is just so crazy. It's great. It just made me want to dance. So I try to just give people like that, you know, just a little taste of what house music is, because it's definitely not techno. It's definitely not EDM. It's definitely like not, you know, it's just in its whole little realm of itself. And that is like, that has always been my love, my passion. But it's, you know, it's not popular around, you know, a lot of places, you know, it just isn't. And it's a shame that it's not. Of course, if you go to like Europe and stuff like that, it's crazy big.
It's nothing but
like you go there and they lose their mind for house music, but you know, it's just not, it doesn't have a big following, and, you know, in our country and everything, except for the little niches that you find, those little clubs here and there that have the following. But that definitely is my little staple. And some of the house DJs, I just, even the house DJs now, like a lot of them on like Defect Records. I just, oh my God, like I just love watching them and seeing them. Like Carl Cox and all those guys are just like incredible. So I still, whenever they come to Chicago, I literally could just sit there and just watch them and just be like, oh, I love you. You know, I just sit there and watch them. But yeah, in Chicago, I mean, I'll DJ next to like legends that I'm just in awe, and they're my mentors. And the whole time I'm DJing, like in the back of my head, I'm like, I still can't believe I'm DJing next to like a legend, like right now. Like I'm a fanboy so bad that, you know, that I'm like, okay, just don't pretend, like just like just be cool, Shani. Just be cool, Shani. Just be cool. Like you're literally playing like 4 of his songs right now, but just be cool. You're good. You're good. Yeah. Like that's like my version of like Jazzy Jeff in the house world, you know, like I'm like, just be cool about it. Just be cool. But like in the house world, that's crazy that like when I DJ with them, it's bananas.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Like those, you get to kind of have those experiences.
Yeah. It's great. And they're so down to earth, those guys. Like they're just so chill. Like
Yeah.
they're just, they're just normal people and they're so chill.
Yeah. I'd
And
say
I
like
love it.
most DJs are pretty good people.
Yeah.
There are
Well,
definitely
most.
some.
I can tell you a couple stories, but
Yeah.
yeah.
This is not that
That's
channel.
for the VIPs that
Yeah,
watch the
that's the
channel.
VIP call. All right. So you actually said a couple of things there that were awesome. So like, how did you get involved in conferences and stuff?
I've been going to conferences, I think now for like 15 years, I
Wow.
think. Yeah. Yeah. I think a friend of mine that that owned a multi-op here in Chicago brought it up to me. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I've never heard of that conference. He's like, oh, you should come, and then sent me the information. And I think Atlantic City was the first one. I think I went to that one before the Vegas one. Yeah, I think Atlantic City was before Mobile Beat. So I went to the Atlantic City one and I was like blown away. Like I was just like, what is all this? What is happening? And it was very overwhelming for
Yeah.
anyone that's never gone to these conferences. The
Yeah,
big
I've
ones,
never been to a conference.
yeah, the big ones are very, very overwhelming. I suggest you start with some of the smaller conferences. Definitely go to maybe some of the smaller conferences, because the big ones are definitely very overwhelming at first. Like the Vegas conference and like DJ Expo are like very overwhelming at first. And so like some of the smaller ones, definitely like get your foot and dip your toe in the water. Cause I was just like, especially going by myself, I was just like, what is happening? The showroom floor. Like, I was like, what is all this equipment? What is happening? I don't even know where to look first. Where do I go? What is going on? And then, seminar rooms, like, where do I go first? Who do I listen to? What is happening? Oh my God, my head is spinning. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? So, yeah. So, I know like a lot of them kind of died down a little bit, and, because of COVID and things like that.
Yeah.
And they kind of like mellowed out a little bit with a lot of the stuff and showroom floors and seminars, but they still are kind of like crazy where you don't know which way to look. And you definitely have to like go through schedules and kind of have a game plan of like, okay, I'm going to go see this person, then go see this person, then go see this person. But you definitely need to have a game plan when you go to these conferences, and you need to like, as much as you want to party and there's things to do at night, you definitely don't want to like oversleep, and you definitely want to get the most bang for your buck when you go to these conferences, because you are spending money, and you are, your flight, your hotel, food, stuff like that. So you definitely, and you can get golden nuggets going to the conferences and listening to people speak and networking and all that kind of stuff during the day. As much as there's parties at night and things like that, there's definitely all the kind of stuff to do during the day. And I know you were coming to Vegas.
I was supposed
to.
Yeah.
Yes. And I don't know if your listeners know this, but not only were you coming to Vegas, but you were also picked out of all the people that does anybody know? Did you let people know?
I think I let it out. Yeah, I was supposed to come play, but
well, I'm going to officially announce it as well. Since I was on the committee, I'm going to officially announce. But you were supposed to not only come to Vegas to come to the conference, but we also put it out there that one of the events is called the DJ Takeover. And we opened it up to the public, which we always do, to submit a 5-minute video to see, who would want to spin in the takeover. And we had some incredible submissions. We had over like 50 people that submitted videos. And we only took 15 submissions out of them, and you were one of the lucky ones, and you were one of our top people that made it. And we were so excited to have you spin at the takeover, which you had to forfeit your spot.
Yeah, it was like the one thing I was looking forward to in my life, and it's just everything.
Okay,
I don't want to go down the road. I can go down that road for a decade, but
it's okay. It is what it is, and like I said, we've been doing takeover every Vegas show. So
the next one, I will be there.
The next one, so the next one, but yes, so there's so many things to do at these conferences, and the networking is incredible. I definitely say to everybody, try to fit at least a conference in a year if you can. Sure. I know a lot of people who have other jobs during the week and everything. If you have vacation time, I would suggest, talk to your families and try to, say like, look, instead of doing a family trip, maybe do a family trip with the DJ conference as
Oh, wow.
well,
That's smart.
and do something like that. So, maybe take some couple extra days and do it with the family, because I definitely say DJ conferences are definitely key for you guys, especially with the networking. The networking is so awesome. If you don't pick up golden nuggets during the seminars or don't see some great equipment deals, the networking with other DJs that you meet, that you either are Facebook friends with or Instagram friends with, or, or just meet that you weren't friends with, that you meet in the hallways, and just the talks you have that you become friends with, that you now are complete friends with because you met at conferences. That is like a lifetime of friends. And people who I've met at conferences, those are some of my great friends that I do FaceTime calls with, I do Zoom calls with, I do text message calls with weekly. And if it wasn't for them, especially during lockdown, I don't even know because they're the ones that understand what we go through, whether it's lockdown or just business. They understand like something we're dealing with a client, or just anything that we're going through. So I definitely suggest for you DJs out there to try to, look at some of the conferences. I know, you guys just did a virtual one in Canada, right? You just had a virtual one. So you guys have one main one, but I definitely suggest, maybe looking into some of the other ones across the border when you guys open back up.
One day, hopefully.
If it's not the Vegas one, see if some other ones that you guys can get to, whether it's like DJ Expo, which is DJ Expo is one of the biggest ones.
I've heard that one
in Atlantic City. In Atlantic City, if you guys can ever, if you guys can get to Atlantic City, I know even from Chicago, it's a bitch to get to. I have to fly through Philly and do the Uber and everything like that. So Canada, you're not the only ones, You're not the only ones, what's there to boot, to get to Atlantic City, even from Chicago. Even from Chicago, it's a bitch for me to get to Atlantic City. So I feel your pain too. But DJ Expo is probably the biggest one out of all the ones. And you guys feel free to reach out to me too, to ask like any conference questions. There's some smaller ones too, like Midwest DJ Live and things like that. So there's some like smaller conferences too, that are some really good ones. DJ Collective, which is like more of a boutique type conference. That's an expensive one.
That one looks wild.
But it's expensive, but it's definitely worth it. Things like that. So there's smaller ones that you guys could get to, but definitely I would say, try to, for if not 2022 because of COVID, definitely then put it on the books for 2023, but try to do at least a 2022 conference if you guys can, because of lockdown. But if you can't, make it your goal for 2023 to do one, or try to do a virtual one if you guys can. We're all doing virtual ones as well. So try to do a virtual one if you guys can, at least, do it, or if it's not a conference, try to reach out to new DJs that you haven't. Like we reached out to each other. So like just try to reach out some new DJ connections that aren't in Canada, to try to, make some new connections, to try to do some new stuff with.
Yeah. Like when it comes to business, they say like your network is your net worth. Like the people that and the people that support you as a person, that's what's going to get your business moving. It's not like, it's not yelling your name out all the time or come see my show. It's building those connections.
Definitely. Yeah. And it's your circle. Definitely. Yeah.
And as you said, it's like the people who know what we go through too. Because a lot of people think DJing is just like fun and games all the time.
I mean, what is it? I mean, you guys work like 4 hours. What's the big deal?
Yeah. What's so hard about that?
What's so hard? Like, don't you like fist pump and push buttons and wiki? I mean, isn't that like what you do? You play Drake and like, that's it. What's up?
That's it.
You play like I'm Too Sexy and fist pump, right?
That's it all day. And then, we get paid and leave. And that's
that's it. And then your equipment's like gets put away somewhere.
Someone goes and someone actually comes and gets it for me and picks it up.
Little minions. Little minions come, right?
It's great. So you are actually sponsored. So how did that come about?
I am.
That's really awesome.
So it's so funny that you asked that, because I have so many people that reach out to me. And I'm gonna be honest, it's not easy, guys. Like it's not like, people who are like, oh, how do I get sponsored? Can I get sponsored? Yeah. it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
It doesn't come overnight to get sponsored. It takes years to get sponsored. Also, just so you guys know, watch what you say, watch what you post, watch what you do.
Yeah.
I'm going to be completely honest with all that. Be careful at your social media, but I know if you guys work other jobs, you should know that already. Be careful like what you post on things like that. Eyes always watch you. So if you're looking to be sponsored by somebody, know that they're, if you approach them, know that they're going to be looking at your content. I'm not saying not to post about family stuff, not to post to like the big old salad that you ate. They could care less about things like that. But I'm also like, they could care less about like that kind of stuff. But I'm also saying, the kind of stuff that I'm saying that you shouldn't be posting. I'm not going to get into all that, but just be careful of the things that are controversial, that, things that, that you might be the best DJ in the world, but if you're posting stupid, crappy stuff, they're not going to want you.
Yeah, and that goes for like clubs anywhere. People are always watching. Your job is watching.
Or if you're talking crap about things, or about people, or instead of like, let's, the whole debate about the new controller that just came out, and you're talking crap about the other controller. Like just keep it positive or keep it moving, like, or just don't even comment.
For sure.
Like, okay, new controller came out. Great. That's awesome. Oh, you're going to buy it? Awesome. Good for you. Okay, great. You don't have to sit there and get in the whole debate of the whole Serato virtual DJ, whole Mac versus PC. So, like, you don't need to get in those type of, because if you're the type of person that's going to get in those type of debates, then if you work for somebody, if you work for a speaker company, if you work for Pioneer or Rain or whoever, then how do we know you're not going to be that person when you work for Pioneer that's going to sit there and rip into Rain?
Yeah, because like you've never seen Pioneer come out and say, Rain is this.
Yeah, like have you ever gone to a conference and gone in the Pioneer booth and seen one of their reps talk crap about the Rain one? No, their people will never talk crap about the Rain one, because that's not what they've done. If you go to a conference and go into the Evie booth, are they going to sit there and talk bad about QSC speakers? No, they're not going to sit there and talk crap about QSC speakers, because they don't do that. They'll sit there and tell you how great Evie speakers are. So again, like, you just have to be careful about what you say and what you do. Just keep it positive or keep it moving, that's just what it is. And, again, it goes with the whole thing of go to conferences, talk to people, network. How do you get sponsored? Are you going to conferences? Are you talking to people? Are you networking? Okay, you're not. Then how do you can't, you sitting at home isn't going to do anything. During quarantine, what did you do as a DJ? What did you do during the whole lockdown? Did you live stream? Did you go on Twitch? Did you update your promo material? Did you update your EPK? Did you update your bio? When was the last time you went on your website and updated your stuff on your website? When was the last time you did that? Things like that, like, okay.
Fire.
All right. Fire. I'm getting
fire right
fire
now.
Emoji. Yes. I love it. If I could hit my Q button and hit that.
I should have that loaded up. What am I doing?
Right. But like, things like that, these are the things that, I talked about like during quarantine, like, we all were on lockdown at one point. Every single one of us were on lockdown.
We have had time.
And yes, I was one of those people for a good while that was curled up in fetal position, crying my eyes out, eating ice cream, watching, every daytime talk show, going, what am I gonna do with my life? I did that too. I'm not gonna lie. I sat there, in the same clothes, didn't take a shower, and contemplated my life for a good while. I don't know how many weeks I did it. Okay, I did it. I did a couple weeks. I snapped out of it after a couple weeks. finally the clothes walked off of me because they were, they're like, okay, we're just gonna walk off you because we've been on you too long and we're nasty. So yeah, okay, boo boo, we're gonna walk off you now, Shani. But then all right, then I finally was like, all right, enough, Shani. Let's get our shit together.
Yeah.
All right, let's get our shit together. Time to get to work. All right. I didn't live stream at first, but like I'm gonna be honest. Like I am not a technical person. Like I have texts. And it's not because I'm a girl, and it's because like I don't do shit. I have people to do shit. Yeah. Like, okay, like I know how to set up speakers. Yeah. I know how to like do stuff, but like I'm a performer. And like when I do my gigs, I want to put all my time and my energy into like the 5 hours that I'm out there for my clients. Like when I was younger, I probably like I set up a breakdown and shit like that. But like now that I'm older, I don't want to do all that. I pay people to do that. Yeah. So exactly. Like, yeah. So, and nowadays, like I'm older and all this like new stuff, like I could pay people to do that. So when I started live streaming, I'm not going to lie, I didn't know shit. I didn't know anything when I was live streaming. Okay. I didn't know anything. I had my cell phone like up on books. I was screaming in the phone while I was DJing. I see you. I was like screaming. One of my union techs texts me. He's like, what the hell are you doing? Oh my God. What is it? I was like, I see you. I'm like if I could go back and look at one of my Facebook live videos, it was, I mean, don't get me wrong. I literally and people didn't understand. I live streamed for 6 hours straight. And people were like, how did you do that? Well, I was hot mixing and I also was doing a lot of house music. So they weren't catching they didn't catch me because of the algorithms, because of the house music and stuff. For sure. Yeah, but I live streamed for 6 hours. Like I was in the zone when I finally snapped out of it. But literally I had the phone like hooked up like on books. Yeah. And I literally was like this like the whole time on an angle. And like one of my texts literally FaceTimed me afterwards and he was like, oh my God, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I had my cell phone hooked up. He was like, no, we have to get you like situated. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, this is how I'm live streaming. Like, this is so lit. 6 hours, man. I had like 1.1K like people watching. That's crazy. People were sharing it. I was like,
they're good, man.
I was like, I had famous DJs in there watching. Yeah. What, dude? I was on somebody Uber eating a burrito to me. Dude. I was like eating a burrito up there. I was like, dude, I was on fire. People were
that's like, killer.
People were Uber eating. Like, what? He was like, Shani. Like, okay, like, do you have a GoPro? And I was like, yeah, I have a GoPro. He's like, why aren't you using that? I was like, I don't know. I don't know how to set it. That's what you guys are there for. I was like, you guys do the footage and stuff at my events. I was like, what do you think? He was like, oh my God. He's like, I have to come to your house and set things up. I'm like, yeah, you do. He's like, you have a tripod? I'm like, yeah, I have a tripod. He's like, you have your backup computer? And I was like, yeah, my backup computer. He's like, oh my God, we have to set you up properly. I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Like I had nothing. Like I didn't have like my live stream was just my camera.
That's like incredible.
I didn't even have like what iRig? Is that what
iRig? Yeah, iRig.
Yeah, I didn't have an iRig. I didn't have anything.
I didn't know iRig.
No, I hit record. Like I didn't have any of that. So yeah, I mean, that's how like I didn't know anything. That's how I started until like I started talking to my friends. And then my other DJ friend was like, yeah let's have you go OBS. I was like, what? What's OBS? What are you talking about? I don't know what OBS is. He's like, okay, log me into your computer. I was like, what? What do you mean log? What are you? What are the guys from? Yeah. I was like, what are you? One of the guys from India? What are you talking about logging my computer? He's like, let me log you into the computer. And I was like, okay. Then he's like, he's like, let me go into here and set up my OBS. He's like, let's set up a scene for you. I knew nothing. Like, I was like, this is when your friends help you out. Like, I was like, okay. Yeah. Then they all helped me out. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's get a real live stream going for me. So yeah, I didn't know anything. I was like, nope, don't know anything. And that's when, so like I started, that's when I started. And then I'm like, all right, my brain's going, let's do this. Yeah. then after that, I was like, all right, business, let's start business going. Let's update an EPK. Let's update promos. And, so like during quarantine, I was like, let's get things going. Let's get things going. So I knew as soon as business started up again, at least I had things ready to go, at least when clients started calling and I didn't have to be like, oh yeah, I need to update this. And I couldn't be like, well, I had a whole year that I could have updated. Now, all of a sudden I have to get everything going again. So yeah, it's like, this is what we should have been doing. This is what we should have been doing. So especially for you people that are in Canada right now, I'm sorry you guys are on lockdown again. It sucks, but make the time worth it. Yeah. So like, what are you doing to get like, to be proactive in the time for the, are you live streaming? Okay. If live streaming isn't your thing, like it wasn't my thing at the beginning, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. If you don't have people to help you, thank God I did, because I had club quarantine and I got it going. If you don't have people to help you, then let's get a business plan going. Let's update your promo material. Let's update, go on your website. When was the last time you updated your reviews? When was the last time you updated your bio? When was the last time you updated your pictures? What other stuff is your stuff on? Update your stuff. Are you on a Facebook business page? When was the last time you updated that? What's your bio look like on that? When was the last time you updated that kind of stuff? Kind of just work on, make a list out. I'm not saying knock this all out in 1 week, but do that. Update your pricing. Let's up our prices a little bit because of COVID. Everything else is, inflation. Shit. I've been to the grocery store. It's not cute. Like
we got bare shelves right now. Like no meat.
I went to the grocery store yesterday and it's not cute here. We got some stuff. It's bad, but we got some stuff. And even me who clips the coupons and goes on the app and downloads everything else, it's still not cute with everything, vegetables, fruit, meat, all of that still is not cute with the coupons. So like all of that is pricing going up, fuel prices going up, everything's pricing going up. So our price needs to go up because needs to. So if a prospective client is wondering why our price is going up, come on, people,
look around.
Look around. Every price is going up, and we need to put gas in our vehicles to get where we're going, and that price is already skyrocketed. I know by me, it's freaking skyrocketed. So don't be ashamed to up your price. Don't be ashamed to up your price. Okay. Because we are worth it. Okay. They're paying for our worth. They are paying for our worth. And I know I'm totally going off of our freaking topics because I'm from Chicago and I'm Shani and this is what I do. And I'm on my soapbox and I'm preaching right now. Go. So let's go, because this is what I do. And I keep it 100 with you guys. But here's my thing. All those people right now that are saying they're having their little mini micro little parties and, oh, I'm only having 30 people. I'm only having 50 people. Is that really your price? Yeah. Don't go lower because they're having 50 people. And no, we don't care about that because you're still going out. You're still bringing equipment. It's still you. It's still the same hours. And it's your time, and you're still putting the same amount of time and worth into it. And remember, it's your worth and it's your time, and they're paying for your worth. Okay. Now, if you want to give them a little bit of a discount, that's on you. I still wouldn't do it because they're turning around saying, well, it's not 150 people. It's only 50 people. I don't care.
So I'm going to give you 1/3 of my value as a DJ.
Like, I'm still giving you the same 2 speakers. You're still getting all of me. I'm not taking my one leg off. I can't. Maybe one of you guys can do that, but I'm just saying, you're still getting my full body. I'm still putting the same amount of time into working on your music, working on your schedule, working on this, talking to, your other vendors, doing this, doing that. And if they can't understand that, then maybe that client isn't worth it. You know? Maybe that client isn't worth it, because if they want to go to that $500 DJ that they get on Craigslist or whoever, then let them do that, boo-boo. Let them do it, and let them all of a sudden do that 911 call to you.
Yeah.
Like, and be like, oh my God, my DJ is not going to show up.
Not showing. Big surprise, like very big surprise.
It's not, because trust me, I am still getting those phone calls from clients right now, and from party planners are doing it to me. Party planners. I can't believe party planners are doing it to me.
Yeah.
Party planners are doing it to me. My client's only having 75 people now. Okay. Great.
Enjoy.
Great. Then I guess you won't have to do so many seat covers now.
Yeah, so many seat covers. This is the facts though. Like, she's speaking the truth right here.
Like, okay, great. I'm glad. Okay, 75 people. Okay, super. Then I guess you don't need so many foam sticks. Are you still doing foam sticks? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you won't need so many. Like, okay, 75 people. You're still getting my same price. Like, I even said to her, I'm like, you're lucky I didn't up the price.
Yeah, exactly. Like, everything else is going up. Inflation is going up. Like, it's 2022, guys.
Yeah. So please know your worth, people, and don't be scared to up your price, because as we see, everything is more money now. Everything is.
Yeah.
And as you see, we still can't get stuff. There's stuff we can't. I'm not even talking in the DJ world. I'm talking in the real world.
Yeah.
Okay. In the real world, like, we still can't get stuff. You know, so please, like, don't be scared to up your price. Please don't.
Yeah.
Please.
That's the fact right there. Like,
do it.
Our worth and our value. Like, you need to know
that.
Know
your worth. Please know your worth, people. Please don't do it to yourself. Please don't do it to yourself. Please don't do it.
All right. So I got one last super serious question for you. How do you feel about Kanye West?
I like the old Kanye.
The old Kanye.
Bring back the old Kanye. We want the old Kanye.
The old Kanye. I just love all of them. I feel like connected to him as a crazy person. So it is what it is.
Just like, in Chicago, we just want the old Kanye.
We're
not mad at Kanye. We just want the old Kanye.
Yeah. Well,
we're not mad.
Kanye,
oh no,
he was the best.
I mean, he sold out the Donda thing here. I mean, we're not mad at him. I mean, he sold out Donda here. So no matter what he does here, we're going to love him regardless, but we just like the old Kanye. But no matter what he does in Chicago, we're going to love him. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I mean, I'm not going to lie. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He's cuckoo. And right now he's so cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just a whole show right now or what's happening for him, but we want the old Chicago Kanye back. We want Chicago Kanye back.
I'm with that.
Yeah. If he needs to just come back to Chicago, he needs to come back to Chicago. He needs to just, he needs to come here and just, maybe hang out with some of the Chicago artists again. Maybe that's what he needs to do. But
get back to the roots.
Yeah.
Feel good again. Yeah. I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah. Yeah. But no matter what he does here, Chicago's always going to love him. We didn't like Kim so much, but
no comment.
Yeah. We didn't like Kim so much, but but for me, old Kanye, the old Kanye, but we're not mad at the new Kanye, but the old Kanye is
I hear that.
What's it about? Yeah.
All right. So what are like the best links to follow you on social? I'll definitely throw them all like in the
perfect. Thank you.
Notes.
Yes. Best links to follow me is probably my Instagram. If you guys want some funny content, my IG stories on the weekends are always fun of me in the clubs. You could always see what's happening. But my Instagram is always the best, even to like message me on. I'll always answer that. My Facebook pages, if you want to hear some house music, some real house music, my Mixcloud. I made a point and told my followers for 2022, I'm definitely going to be dropping some more mixes and some more cool, different house vibes on my Mixcloud. So I'll definitely be dropping some new stuff on my Mixcloud. Snapchat is for my young little students to just have some fun and message me. And I don't know, Snapchat even relevant anymore? Do people even Snapchat?
For me, it never was, but the kids they love it. So
kids still on the Snapchat. I know the high school
so.
kids, and that's a whole nother thing. I know the high school ones are all doing that weird stuff. I'm trying to do TikTok. I'm not relevant on it.
I tried to.
I know TikTok. Yeah. I'm not relevant on it.
I'm too old. Like, I'll be
honest.
I
know. I'm not. I did the whole Twitch thing. So I guess maybe I should have done the TikTok thing, but I was making money on Twitch, so I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm still on Twitch like once a month, but because we opened back up.
Yeah.
I'm not on it. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, you can, just to get the updates on what I'm doing it, but I'm doing it once a month. But basically Instagram, Facebook, and Mixcloud will probably be the best ones to reach me. If you have any questions about anything, please feel free to reach out to me. I am a veteran in it. So if I can help you, I will. If I can't, I will definitely be honest with you and say, so sorry, I can't help you, but I will try to lead you in the right direction. If I can't help you, I will tell you somebody else that can help you, but hopefully I can help you.
That's what's up. We got Town Shani in the building, done the place off. Let's go.